We're all looking for, bro. Hey.
Send you. Do what?
What am I watching?
Get out of the way.
Ah!
Get out of the way. Jake, mute that.
It is muted.
Go. You reconnect me to the new one? Well, don't touch it. Go. Go. Click out of the way. Go. Make it. Well, I've had problems with it loading these. So I've had to redo a bunch of shit, and I want to make sure it doesn't get fucked up now. I also don't want you pushing the wrong button because my IT department, if you don't download it the right way, it'll send them a link, and then I'll get in trouble. This is my work laptop. I'm just telling you, woman. So what happened? Hey, did you send me the new link? Or have they started? All right. We got Jeff MEE, 566 Fargo. We got DZURIK, Fargo. 8-ball, BCA rules, race to 7. Another rematch. First one, I'll do the score. So both guys are ready to get back in the action, so that's good. Looks like Jeff won the lag and broke, and he's on a break and run right here so far. Both these guys have played pool in this area for a long time. Veterans of the game. Should be a fun match to watch.
That was a pretty tight shot right there. Squeeze it by the free ball. So pretty nice there. And then he's on the 10 with what appears to be, if he goes forward, the bottom rail to angle to get under the 8 for a shot, or even go into it for a breakout.
We've got more and more people walking in here to watch the match. That's good. Bank on the 8, and he drilled it for a break and run. It's a great way to start the match. Now it's Scott's turn to rack and break and see if he can return the serve.
Yeah, opening with a break and run, that definitely sends a message that he came here to play. And kind of a odd shape. I mean, he basically settled for the tougher shot on the 8, and he drilled it, so it all worked.
Yeah, I thought he had an angle to be able to get short side on the 8 and shoot it up into the side or the corner pocket, but looks like he just settled into a bank and got there.
Yeah, I think that's how most would have played it, because he did have the angle to go to the rail and get under it for a side, potentially corner shot, or he'd come off the rail and break it out, and then have a, take whatever you get. But he decided, I'm going to play for the bank. I'm guaranteed a good look at it. And then he hit it well, made it.
Scott crushes the break, making balls. Keeps the cue ball in the center of the table. Doesn't really look like it's the best of layouts, but he's got some opening shots here he can get started with. Yeah, he crushed it. I don't think this table's breaking the best right now because all those clusters up near the center of the table on this head end rail is kind of the same thing that was happening to JC and Kelly in the first match.
Yeah, and you know, can't really say he didn't hit it full because he got the nice pop shot where the cue ball jumped up, went backwards a little bit, and then spun forward into a stop. So he hit it full. I don't know if maybe that particular magic rack they're using or the humidity in here, who knows? But
are they using a magic rack?
Yeah, Jeff had one.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not my favorite brand, but I don't use magic racks for 8-ball, so I don't have any in my locker. But if this was rotation, yeah, I could provide 20 of those things.
Scott's shooting all these balls here, but he's got to find a way to get shape on that 6 or 4. There it is. He hit that pretty good.
He did.
Both these guys came to play, man.
Yeah, he's on the correct side too, because he got a nice little breakout he can do here. 5's still going to be tough.
I don't know if he can break the 5 out. I mean, he can drop. He can
here.
Yeah, and he can drop into the 14. My question is if he draws up into that 14 and leaves himself a back cut on the 4, he can play 2 rails around into that window for the 5 too. Oh, he just decided to play into the 4. Now he's going to have to find a safety.
Yeah, that definitely didn't help him out at all.
All right, we got Michelle Mee in the chat. She's rooting for Jeff for some reason. I'm not sure why. Probably has something to do with it being her husband or something. If you're out there, let me know who you're rooting for. Once again, we'd like to know.
So Jeff opted for, I almost want to say like a 2-way because he was straight on that 15 on the side. He could easily work that, but you know what? If he could miss that, that would have left Scotty a shot, and it would have opened up the 5. So he opted for that bank. If it goes in, he has a shot. If he don't, he leaves a tough shot. He did leave a back cut on the 4, but that still leaves the 5 in a horrible spot for Scotty.
Yeah, I mean, what if he plays the 4 fuller and plays it off the 10 into that corner and plays it with like a pure draw stroke to draw over into the 15? I mean, it almost seems like that's really his only option here if he's going to be aggressive. Or he can choose another safety here, you know. Overcut the 4, take that pocket, maybe, but I don't know. I think he's in a bad spot here.
Yeah. Well, the thing with that draw shot, or that you talked about where he's playing it off the 10, because of the speed at which he's going to hit that, you can't hit too much of that 10 ball. You know what I mean? Because with that speed, it'll double kiss it back out.
I bet that's what he's going for, though.
Probably looks like it.
Yeah, he hit the wrong side of the 10 anyways. But I think that's what he was trying.
Yeah, and I can't blame him. You know, he got to try to get out.
Yeah, he didn't really have any good safety opportunities.
He was already locked. I was all confused. I was like...
Jeff overcut that ball, and he left Scott a shot on the 5. The 8's in a funky spot, but and he's got tough shape to the 4. but he's on the 5 now. Yeah, he's stunned forward. Gonna try to cut this 4 in and open up the 8 ball. You know, in opening up this 8 ball here, he wants to hit the 14. He doesn't want to hit the 8 ball.
Right, because you don't want to hit it and leave himself a bank. He'd rather hit
Yeah.
the 14, leave him a shot at the corners.
Yeah.
But, you know, he made a good move to give himself this opportunity.
Yep.
Well,
Oh, no love. Hit everything good, just clipped off the
Yep.
14 a little thin and hooked himself there, it looks like. But, you know, he, I can tell you when I walked over there during practice, he had to jump a ball, and I made a joke about him not making it. He got a good hit, and it rattled. And his person he was practicing with made the comment that that's the only one he's missed so far. So wouldn't count him out yet, that's for sure. But this is tough. If he doesn't make this here, then you got to figure that he's going to be down 2-0.
yeah, he's got a little help here with that 10 sitting there. So if he undercuts, you know, he could come off that 10 and still go in. But yeah, Scotty jumps pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
He's definitely not afraid to.
And he drills it. What a great shot. What a great first 2 games, you know. Break and run, and then had to play a little bit of safeties back and forth in this one, and then to finish with a jump shot. It just kind of shows you the match we're going to have.
Yeah, they both definitely came to play, and that was a great shot. You know, it's kind of disheartening when you put yourself in that position to have to, but then to drill it, you know. And he didn't barely make it either. He went center pocket. I mean, he hit it perfect.
Yeah, I guess Yvette was right. She was the one that was practicing with him, and she's the one that made the comment that that was the first one he had missed, and he barely missed it. So he's jumping good.
Yeah, but hopefully he doesn't put himself in that position to have to do those anymore.
Oh, come on. It looks so much cooler when you do it that way.
It does look cooler, and you know me, I'm all about the cool points, but you know, both these guys are our friends, and want to see them both do well. And so hopefully, if those 2 games are indicative of what kind of match we're going to have, then we're in for a good time here. And
I can attest to the cool points things, because for you that are listening, a few years ago, Rich and I were in a Scotch doubles match over in Auburn, and playing a really tough team, and we were actually playing to go to the finals, and I played 9 ball, and I left him a shot. I don't remember if it was the 4 or the 5, but I left him, I think it was the 4 ball. I left him a shot to be able to just back cut it and come a couple rails around for the 5 natural shape, and he walked up and took all of about 10 seconds to get down and play a bank. And then we got out, and after we got out, I walked over and asked him why he banked it, and he said, because it was so much cooler that way. So even in a big spot like that, he's still going for those cool points. Jeff's on another good break and run here, you know?
yeah, but in my defense of that, I was shooting lights out. But I was feeling it pretty good. So you might have did the old commentator's curse on Jeff right here, because the table was definitely set up for him to break and run. It's still not out of it, but definitely changed the simplicity of what he had by bumping that ball.
Oh. No commentator's curse here. He's right back in line.
That's
Just
true.
one good long stop shot.
No, but
Now he's going to come around and run into that 3 ball. Oh, weird. He hit that really good.
yeah, and he hit that at the perfect speed, because had he hit it any more firm, it would have hit the 7 ball. But because he hit it at a slower pace, it got by it and got to where he was.
Another nice out.
And for those of you that just saw that, like I did, when he shot the 8, he bumped the 3. That is not a foul in BCA. That would have been Scott's option to leave it there or move it back had the 8 stayed up. But yeah, that's 2 breaking runs for Jeff, so he's definitely into it.
Yeah, and you know, Jeff's been, a lot of people that don't know, Jeff retired recently, and he's gotten back into tennis, and he's been playing a lot of tennis, and been playing pretty good, and just finished up a tournament a week or 2 ago, and he's bringing that all the way here to the pool table, holding serve. I mean, he's first 2 breaks, alternate break, you know, his first 2 breaks, he broken around both of them, and just keeping that lead is going to put all the pressure on Scott, you know. But, you know, Scott's played in a lot of these kind of things and played in a lot of big events and stuff, so pressure is not going to be a big deal to him, I don't think. But it's not going to be easy if Jeff keeps shooting like that. And a dry break. So many balls were going to pockets and nothing fit.
Yeah, Jeff, he definitely crushed both of his breaks. He hit them very full and made a ball, and then they laid out well. You know, gave him something to really work with, and he worked them both. Scotty unfortunately did a dry break, but you know, stripes look really good on this table. And with Jeff shooting the way he is, they kind of expect him to get out here.
Yeah, he opened with a longer, tougher shot to be able to secure stripes, and did just that. So stripes look good. Got some work to do, but that 14 ball is the only problem ball, but it's got multiple pockets. It's just you got to be able to play shape to it, and be able to get out of there to be able to get shape to your next shot too. So
yeah, and I think he just married the 7, so it took away the 12 ball. So he'll have to. Well, I don't know. He's aiming at it, so but it kind of looked like he couldn't get it, but he'll have to play the 10 and then come back to it. Well, he rubbed the 8 ball and it pushed it over to his 14, which makes the 14 tougher for sure. Because now you almost have to be, you have to be very specific side of the 14 to be able to cut that in the corner. Wow, what a great shot that was.
I was gonna say he just shot his shape ball to his 11, but hitting that 12 the way he did, it's gonna be natural shape down to the 11 now, unless he decides to try to do something with that 14 first. Yeah, maybe both. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, he's definitely playing more aggressive than you normally see play.
I like it.
I do too.
I like seeing aggression. Shows what he can do, you know.
Yeah, it should be how he plays all the time, but for whatever reason he doesn't. That year here, a few years back, 2019 or 18, whatever it was, when in Lincoln City 8-ball, we won the 8-ball for gold teams. Jeff was on our team, and he played like this style, this aggressive style, and he punished a lot of players over there.
Yep.
And it really helped us seal the victory.
He hit that 14 a little thin. That's why it came up short like that. Didn't have much of a shot on the 8 either, but didn't leave Scott easy. But left him a table he can try to get out on.
Yeah, I definitely definitely work to do, but
Well, that was a good stroke.
that was a good stroke, and that really just increased his percentage getting out.
Yeah, play that. They shaped that 4 into the side, and then used the 7 to get down to the 6. Oh, he shot that fast. Can't be doing that. He's got to slow down and make sure he's pocketing the balls clean. He almost missed that ball, which is why he's a little funky shape there.
Right.
There you go. Now he's back in line.
That was a perfect shot and result, because now bumping that 3 put him in a position to just follow that up a little bit and get the angle he likes to shoot the 4 in the side, and that'll leave him nice and straight on the 7, which will get him down to the 6. And so he's a high percentage to get out right now, and I think he's looking at it exactly how I described it.
Well, the side pocket's really small from this angle, but just roll it in, and then you're perfect on the 7. You have the built-in 2-way too. Even though I don't like playing 2 ways, this is a pretty easy shot to just roll in, and if it doesn't go, you're not really leaving your opponent a whole lot. But you don't ever want your opponent to get to the table anyway, so you got to focus on trying to make that 4 ball.
Yeah, because if he were to miss that, then he potentially leaves Jeff a bank shot up table, and Jeff's not afraid to shoot those.
Well, Scott doesn't like it, so he's playing a safety.
Yeah, that's not a bad option either.
Nope.
I don't know if I'd have done it that way.
Well, he took away the 14, and he took away any really good kick shots. And well, he's got a 1 rail around the 8, but yeah, he needs to maybe hit a little bit more speed to get the 4 out there a little more.
Yeah, because that 4 does not go in that side pocket.
Oh, it doesn't. I thought it would.
Does. Yeah, if it did, then it wouldn't be that bad, but it doesn't. So now he just traded one neutral ball for another.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it doesn't matter. Jeff kicked it in, but that was a good try.
That was a really good try, and he would have had a good look at the 8 in the side.
Yeah.
So now Scotty's gonna cut the 6 and travel up table. Hopefully, not on that wonderful scratch angle, but then that pocket blocked, so then he'd be having to look at a safety again.
Yeah. See, I would if it were me, I would try to cut the 6 in, and I'd play shape to just about center table, so that I could run into the 4 and have the cue ball come off the rail and onto the backside of that 7 ball, and I'm opening my 4 up. That would be my focus. But
Yeah, see, that was the tough part of that shot is keeping that cue ball from running up that table. But what you said would have been really good, because it would have gave you an opportunity to move your 4 off the rail and marry the back of the 6, maybe even taking away the 1 railer.
Yeah. Well, now can he run straight into the 4 ball, like pretty full? Have the 4 ball kind of bank off and just play with a little bit of high and try to fall down to that end rail again? You're leaving Jeff a kick shot unless you can get it to come off and get behind that 4 or 7.
I think it's too straight on it. So I think if you just go straight into the 4, it's going to bank and then hit the 7. So his best bet right here is to almost just roll it down there and tie the 4 up on the 7 at that kind of a speed. I mean, he'll leave Jeff a 1 rail kick. Jeff
Yeah, but if you
pretty
look
much
at the
has that
angle,
dialed in.
yeah, but if you look at the angle, you might be able to make the 1 rail kick tough. Where that 8's at, might make it so he's got to go 2 rails or use some English or something. I don't know. I think it's kind of a bad spot right here, no matter what.
Yeah, it's a bad spot for Scott, because if you get too much separation between the cue ball and that 4 or whatever, it's a perfect jump shot for a right-hander.
Yeah.
Also, as an option. So.
couldn't figure out any kind of safety or anything, so he just had to fire at it. And gonna end up losing this game probably here.
Yeah, he didn't help himself by pushing the 8 ball out in front of the side pocket. So
No.
it really takes a lot of work out for Jeff.
Yep. So 3-1 with Jeff breaking. All right, Jeff's breaking. Let's see if he can keep up his pattern here of crushing the brake and running out. He's breaking from the side. From the side head ball, and he scratched and crushed the brake. So Scott's going to have an opportunity here. Looks like solids are wide open. So I think Scott's going to have a good chance here. The only ball that's funny is the 8 ball.
Yeah, I think here you definitely want to go with solids. The 8 being kind of in a bad spot. I mean, you can use the 3 as your last ball and just roll up and shoot the 8 in the other corner where the 1 is. Or use the 7 to move the 8. The only reason why I say solid is because the 10 and 11 are locked up. And I don't like how they're laying out. Seems like solids are in a better position right here. You know, Jeff crushed that brake again. He's breaking from the side, but he's hitting into the head ball and he's crushing it. But that one jumped and then spun over into the side pocket and scratched.
See, I think here I would start with the 3, play the 2, get shaped to the 7 to move the 8 out of there, and then I can use my 1 to be a backup table for the 6. For I would try moving that 8 ball, but because I mean, you know, you got to get pretty good shape on the 3 to make sure you can stay short side on the 8.
Yeah, you definitely would. But see, you got the 5 in the side, so if you left that, and then, you know, you pocket that with a stop shot, then you're right on that 3 to just roll forward a hair.
Yep.
But
does the 5 pass the 3?
It does not.
Okay.
It would have to go rail first, you know, real tight.
Scott missed
Yeah.
the 6. He just missed that ball on the side, trying to make sure not run over into the 9. It looks like shot it kind of fast.
Yeah, and he was trying to cheat it because he was on the wrong side of it. He was just trying to cheat it in there and then play the 1 next, but now missing now. Like I said, Jeff's shooting really well. So, and now with that 6 ball gone, the 10 goes, so he can shoot that now to open up the 11. Looks like he might do. Yeah, the 9 ball's kind of in a tough spot.
Stood up a little bit on that shot.
Yeah, I think he was trying to address that and come play shape over here for the 9, but ended up overdoing it. But the only thing he really left Scott was the 6 ball to start with. So.
Yeah, you know, and I'd be okay with that because you can play the 6. He's got some angle. You can play it forward to that bottom left corner, put some high left or high right on it, and come past that 9 ball, and then he's got the 1 ball, and then he's kind of got the same pattern from there: 1 7 5 3 8. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, he could hold it too. I didn't realize he could hold it for that window, but he's going to be straight on the 1, so luckily it's close enough to the pocket he can cheat it still.
Yeah, and I think he can get to the bottom rail to come out and then have the 7 ball, just like that. But he's not up as far as he needed to be, so he'd be cutting the 7. But this is also the perfect time where if he wanted to bump that 8 ball out, he could, or just draw off the 7 and put the 5 on the side. But it's going to be, you know, it's definitely going to be a speed control thing. So had he rolled up table another 6 inches, he'd be dead straight in on the 7, which just would have been optimal.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you can play the soft draw, hold shape for the 5, or you can stroke your draw, go more towards center table, and play the 3, and then use the 5 for shape. So I mean, at this point right now, you can move the 8, but since his backup balls were kind of gone, then moving the 8 ball, you're going to have to make sure you still leave yourself a decent shot at the 5 and 3 to be able to get out. Well, right now, you don't have to move the 8.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure why you go that route. That's going to make it tougher. But I see what he's doing. I think he's playing the cut on the 7 now. They're going to kind of get straight in on the 3 to shoot the 8 in the other corner. Just had a different view of going about it than we did.
Yeah. He just got to hit this good because he's going to probably use some right English to hold that for the 3.
Well, he
and
did.
Hit it perfect.
He did it. Yeah, he did load up on inside to straighten that cue ball out, but man, he hit that good. And
I don't know if he can hold this. I think he can.
Pocket speed, it should leave him straight in on the 8.
Yeah. Perfect.
Just like that. Yeah, they both definitely came to play.
Yeah. And it's going to be Scott's break. The first time that Jeff didn't win his rack, so.
Scratch on the break will have that effect sometimes. I need to schedule some of these playing rotation.
Yes. Throw some 10 ball in there. That's what Delmer and I did when we were doing our warm-up BFS match before we went to Vegas. Race to 7. No, race to 9. 10 ball. What we did. It was fun. Even though I lost. It's fun.
Well, I tell you, that one was a fun one to watch. I mean, you guys were shooting really well, and Delmer, you know, he was just in his zone. He was shooting really strong.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind really talking about that one a whole lot, is because I didn't really shoot too bad. I shot pretty good. He just shot really good.
So
Scott scratches on the break.
Yeah, Scotty returned the favor and scratched on the break. Let's see what Jeff does here, because you got the 6 and 12 tied up on the side rail right here. That's an issue.
Well, does that play as a combo? If it plays as a combo, then I would be shooting it. Use the 10 as the breakout. Which looks like what he's going to do. He's going to stop shot 15 or roll 4 a little bit. back up the 10 and break that 12 out because he's got the 11 and 9 for breakout or for backup balls.
Well, let's see if he goes into it with speed. Like you mentioned earlier, you don't have to. You just need to be able to get them separated. And he did that nicely. Gave himself a nice shot on it in the corner or the side.
Yeah. That 12 ball.
Oh no!
Funny.
I was thinking the 6 ball. But he stripes.
Yeah. What he needed to do is he needed to not just play center ball. He needed to actually manipulate that to run into the 6 instead of the 12. He runs into the 6, and no matter what happens, he's going to have an open 12 ball.
Yeah,
because it's first.
Yeah, it's a little tough now. I mean, his only other hope really is to kind of, well, I get why he did that, but at the same time, it's not really going to help you much. He needs to be able to cut the 14 up in that corner and come down below the 5-1-3 and get his breakout, but he might be trying to get on it now. Oh, he's got the angle he needs. It just makes it more difficult when you leave it for your last ball, because even if you get that breakout, if it doesn't lay out the way you need it to, it puts you in a really bad position and your opponent in a really good position. I think he played shape for the bank, but I don't know that it banks to the side. Almost have to cinch it up. Bank. You got to bank fast. Yep.
I was going to play safe there. Oh, it's got ball in hand. That's going to hurt.
It should. We'll see. I mean, Scott's shooting good right now, so I would expect him to get out here.
Yeah. Starting with the 1 ball.
Yep.
The 2 ball goes to both corners, doesn't it?
Definitely looks like it does. You know, once the 4 ball's gone, it'll go to this corner also. But yeah. I agree with you. You know, start with the 1. Yep. Looks like that's what he's doing. Definitely not how I would have played that, but he has a plan.
Yeah. I would have honestly probably started with the 1 ball and have a little angle, and I'd have ran into the 3. Made everything. Oh, well. It's always hard to tell from these live streams. Can he? I don't know.
Well, he's got an angle on the 3 ball, so I don't know that I would shoot that right here.
No.
Definitely needs to shoot the 4 ball and get that opened up so the 2 has options. Because he can, with that angle, you know, he can go 2 rails back out to near where he is now. Looks like he's loading up on inside, so he plans to come up.
Straight back up. Oh, he's on outside.
Well, from what I'm sitting right in line with when he was down on the shot, and he was stroking inside English, so I'm not sure how he ended up with left.
See, when I was looking at that, I couldn't tell the angle on the 6. If he could shoot the 6 and run forward, just run right into the 8 ball. Because then he'd be perfect on the 4. The 2 would be completely opened up. It's hard to tell angles, you know?
Yeah, see, yeah. I would have definitely shot that with more outside to go, and, you know, softer speed to get to more in the middle. But, because he left himself tough. But I still expect him to get out.
He might be shooting 6 now.
Yeah, it does go by the 8 for the same corner he just shot the 2 in. And, he got natural shape. As long as he doesn't over-roll, he'll have natural shape for the 3. But then, he'll have to move the cue ball to come down for the 8.
Yeah, see, I feel like he's just taking a harder shot here.
Yeah, but if he makes it, it should be perfect.
Yeah. Oh, he hit that good.
Yeah, he did.
And he hit it off the rail.
Yeah, and he hit it with a good speed to give himself the proper angle.
Gotta roll this in.
Yep.
It's on stroke and come back and forth, but likes to shoot from the rail.
Yeah, and he's good at these shots, so I expect it to go down and tie this match up.
Yep.
There he is. And so
post-match.
Yeah.
Now it's 3-3. It's back to Jeff's break. Going to be important for him to keep it on the table this time. He wants to maintain control.
Yeah, when these two played their first match, Scotty won by a decent margin, but you can tell with Jeff's demeanor, he's definitely not the same player from that match.
No, seems like Jeff's on a mission right now.
Yeah, and I like that. I like the style of play, the aggressive style of play he's got going on. Yeah. It's going to favor him winning more games.
I wonder if Scott ever sits there and thinks, what would Michelle do? WWMD. Probably goes more like, what would my wife do? In his head, but
well, she's been working on her game, and in the Dutch Diamond League we just completed, she was selected for the most improved player, which she definitely earned. Scott was telling me, he'd come home from work and find her downstairs playing on their table, working on stuff, and she'd have instructional videos on YouTube up on the TV, watching those and doing drills and things like that. So it's kind of cool to see, just how much she's enjoying the game now, where she always just, was never about the pool, and sometimes would come watch and sometimes not. And now, like today, she's here. She's here to watch and enjoy. Okay, so this table, stripes are sitting better. Other than the 6 and the 12 bar locked up here, but you got a breakout ball here. They have something to work with. And theoretically, with the back angle he has on the 11 now, he could go this way at it also, but I don't know if he will.
Yeah, I was seeing the same thing. I was muted, but immediately I was like, oh, he can go 3 reels at it right now.
And I think I would have, just so that I had other balls on the table to work with.
Yeah.
It started to. He was almost traveling the line I drew. But let's see, what I don't like about this is he's having to, if he's going to play the 9 up table for that breakout, he's tree-topped over the 7. Which,
and he's also pushing the 6 in the front of the pocket too. Well, maybe just gonna plan on banking it. Came up short.
You see Michelle Mee's comment.
Yeah. You guys can each get the WWMD bracelets.
True.
One design fee. Just split it.
You know, speaking of the WW bracelets.
Yeah, the WWJD ones for What Would Josh Do? They sell those all around. You go to any Catholic store, you're going to find one of my bracelets. Just pick them up. It'll help you. Everyday life, not just pool.
Yeah, I still have a couple left of the ones Whitney made for me, the WWRD ones. There used to be a Facebook page for that, but I think Facebook killed it off for inactivity. But that was actually kind of funny when it was a thing.
Scott shooting that to be able to hold shape on the 1 or the 5, so he can run down and break the 6 out.
Yeah, and I think it'd be better off to do it off the 1 because he has a back angle. Right? A little spin, he'll be able to get over there. And well, he did everything but make the 1. So he got the nice breakout. He had a shot to work with. I don't think he left anything easy for Jeff. You know, Jeff might have to do a combo. Yes, Rand, you do have a WWRD bracelet. As do I. I think we may have the only 2 left. Well, other than Dustin. I'm sure he still has some he keeps wrapped on around his pillow.
Dustin's out there watching, thinking, hey, how did I get into this?
Right. I'm not doing anything.
Well,
it was all part of the pool community back then. You know, when we were running these BFS matches on the regular, and you know he did one as well. But yeah, there was a large group of local players that were involved in all this with us. It was always pretty fun, and now with the addition of EvoSports live stream here at the Dutch, you know, resurrecting the BFS. It's been idle for a number of years, and then we've had a couple of matches we did in there, like the you and Delmer, and a couple of other oddball ones that we threw in. But we never actually just picked it back up and ran with it. But here lately, you know, these few that we've been doing, and it's generating interest. I think we'll be doing definitely more of these.
Ugh. That might hurt him this rack here, missing that ball.
Yeah, he
Jeff got down fast, didn't really think too much here.
and he gave Jeff opportunities for shots, so could be well. Yeah, I would think Jeff would get out here.
You just got to get to the other half of the table
Yeah.
for the 10.
Yeah, he just pocket this 12 and he should have a shot unless something funky happens. Like this. Oh! Well, you almost have to hit this with draws to slide across above the 8. And then
Looks like he's going to try to go around the 8.
And that's, I mean, it looks like it's going to work out, but, you know, he nudged it, which could have easily turned bad. But, you know, you got to go with the shots you like. Yep. So now Jeff is back on top. The score 4-3.
He had a 2-game lead, and Scott brought it to 3-3, and now Jeff's taking the lead again. So, see if Scott can maintain serve and stay with him here. See if Scott can maintain composure here. I'm sure he's probably a little frustrated. He had a couple shots at that table there that he should have took advantage of, and made a couple mistakes, and it cost him the game. So, see if he can get it back together and put a good rack together here.
Yeah, he definitely had a couple of opportunities in that last game that, especially that last one, he should have got there. But missed 5 ball, and then Jeff punished him for it. So we'll see how it goes with this game. Well, another dry break from Scott. He's hitting it square, and this table's actually laid out pretty good.
Yeah, the problem is breaking from the center on these tables, if they're not breaking good, they're going to keep doing this exact thing. Opening the table and nothing falling.
Yeah, this table is definitely runnable. 14 does go by the 6. There on that line, it does go by. So it gives Jeff another option there.
Yeah, but what does he do with the 9 ball here? That 7 ball is kind of hindering his shape for it.
Oh, that miss right there might just be the opportunity Scott needs. He can start with the 1 on the side or 3 in the corner.
Scott had a shot up there, and he chose to go for the 3 ball and missed it, and left Jeff an opportunity, but Jeff just scratched. So with ball in hand, you'd assume Scott would probably start with the 7 ball here and start making quick work of these solids.
Yeah, and you almost need to, because you don't want to not get out and then give Jeff, an opportunity to go up by 2. Because we're in that section, the middle section of the race where you don't want to get into a big hole.
Yeah, for sure. 4-4 is way better than 5-3.
Very true.
One game can make this a 2-to-1 race, One guy needs 4 games, one guy needs 2.
Uh-oh.
It's not good. Shot it fast, missed. Just got an opportunity here.
That he does. I'm not feeling this as a starting shot.
Well, unless that 9 plays past the 4, he's going to have a tough get shape here. He may have to settle for a bank on the 9.
Bet he's going to draw just because it doesn't go by the 4. So I'm going to try to draw back, shoot the 9 in the same pocket.
Oh, he missed. Oh, they're both starting to make some misses here in the middle. Don't know if it's You know, with these guys, it almost doesn't feel like it's a nerves deal, as much as they're getting too comfortable. You know, they're not taking.
Well, yeah, I don't think I wouldn't chalk it up to nerves either, but it could fall under the fact that they both really, really want to win. So it's almost trying too hard versus just letting it happen, you know. But Scotty's in a good position right now. Nice natural angles to work with. You know, as long as he stays with that, doesn't try to complicate it, then I would expect him to be out right here.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be pretty easy to just shoot this one, play the 3, 6, 5, 8. Oh, he's gotta be able to get back over there.
See, now he's kind of 50-yard line on the 5. He can't see the 3. 6 is too much of a cut. But see, I would have never hit that one ball with that kind of speed to go back and forth. I would have just.
Yeah, you're not really hitting it thin enough to require that, you know. It's a little bit thicker.
Well, he recovered. Yeah, he recovered very well. But he's dead straight on the 6. So he's going to be playing short side on the 3, just following forward, trying to get into a nice position to shoot the 3 up table.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've never known Scott to play something like that. Yeah, that's more Scotty's speed there. He's not the type to just roll it in and take short side. He's gonna do something like that to get shape.
Yeah, he hit that really well, and you know, got himself a nice look with a nice angle on the 3.
Yep.
But yeah, that was very risky.
It was, but made it work, and now it looks like we're gonna be tied up with Jeff breaking again.
Yeah, and it's a tight match that we expected. 4-4.
Looks like Jeff just scratched on the brake.
Yeah, he crushed another one, and it scratched exactly how the other one did, where it come off that ball on a little bit of an angle, and all that spin drove it right into the side pocket. It's not a perfectly laid out table for an easy out, but it's definitely workable. So we'll see what Scott decides to do here. Looks like he might. I don't know if I was stripes or if I was up table, I'd probably start with the 12 in the corner and then just kind of roll it in and then play this 13-14 combo, and then all your trouble balls are gone. But he's going to start with that, which means he's got to address the 12 ball again at a later time. he needs to, when he shoots this 11, he needs to draw it back down because he wants to try to get to almost straight in on the 9 ball. That way he can play shape for that 12. This is why I would have started with it, because he needs it to be too perfect.
A little too far there, I think.
Yes. So now he's going to then cut the 9 in the side and try to go up table past the 5 and maybe 2 rails back in or 1 rail back down table. Which that opens up the side pocket for the 12 as well. So it's doable. Oh, wow, he hit that really. So he's in a good position now. He just has to decide where he wants to be on the 12. But playing into the 5 to stop his cue ball for that 15 there was pretty smart. That was really nice.
That looks like a good angle right there.
Yeah, because he'll roll forward and bump that 4 ball, and that 4 ball is going to roll down towards the 2, and that should open the window up for him to see his ball there on the bottom rail.
Just like that.
Well, no, he actually did a little differently than I thought he would, but it worked great. See, the downside to hitting it with that kind of power and spin is those things affect your accuracy. So I think I would have played it to roll and bump the 4 ball and leave myself a nice little, and that would have left me an angle to make that 10, but he felt good with the speed and spin.
Scott is very powerful with his shots. Watching him play today and other weekends and other tournaments and stuff, he's gonna fire that shot in there. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's definitely not afraid to. Nice playing from the side, and this could definitely be a big game here, taking a lead.
Oh.
Oh no. So that was a tough miss there, and Jeff tree-topped on the 5, so if Jeff pockets his 5, then he's in a good position to run this table out.
Does that 2 and 3 play a combo into the corner the way it's sitting?
You would have to, there's a gap between them, so you want to get below it, like closer to the bottom rail to be able to do it, but you definitely don't want to if you don't have to. He can. Oh, that was a really good shot there. Yeah, you definitely don't want to shoot the combo from the angle he's at right now, because you got to cut the 2 ball to the left. That's right. As you're looking at it now, you'd have to cut it to the left so that the 3 can cut to the right. So the angle he's sitting in right now is not optimal. But
looks like he's gonna shoot it though.
Yeah, he just went 2-way on it. We're leaning more towards the safety side. And he got it, so he left Scotty in a tough position. And what makes this even tougher is that jumping it brings scratch in play. Because when you jump the ball, because of the down force that you're hitting on the cue ball, it generates a backspin. So even if you hit that 8 ball full, that cue ball might draw over to the side and scratch. And then if the 8 goes down, you lose. If it don't, it's falling in for your opponent. So either way, not a good thing. And this isn't the easiest to kick shots because the 8's not as close to the pocket as you would like if you were kicking at it. So we'll see how this works out.
Oh, he's gonna go up to the top rail and try to hit it back into the side pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to kick at it, that's the best angle coming at it. Just because the 8's above the pocket. Because kicking from the side rail, that definitely brings the scratch in play. So he want to go off the top rail and down. If anything, you're going to at least want a hit. Oh my goodness!
That was beautiful.
Wow. What a nice kick shot that was. And a big one. That's a big one. Alright, game 10. Scotty's up 5-4 after making a beautiful one-rail kick on the 8 into the side bucket. Well, he managed to make a ball this time.
And almost scratch.
True. But see where the cue ball's sitting now, and you see how the 1 and the 6 right here are tied up. So he could play the 3 kind of like this, and then play the natural angle into breaking that out, since he has to address that problem anyway. But it looks like he's opting for stripes.
Looks like he got tucked up behind that 7. I don't know if he can shoot at the 15.
Nope, he is definitely hooked. He would have to dump that, unfortunately. But at this point, with him shooting well and making jump shots and now kick shots, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if he opted for the jump and made it.
Now, it looks like he's going to opt for that jump.
Yeah, it looks that way. Did Josh show you how to draw? Does he have a mouse over there, or a mouse pad?
No, I just have a...
Oh, because with the left of the mouse, you hold it down and then you can draw like this. And with the right click of the mouse, holding it down, you can just generate straight lines. Then you hit the clear button up top, or you can let it sit and it'll eventually just clear itself. And see where it says cue ball at the top? So you click on that, it brings out a cue ball, and then you hold the right click down to move it, and then you can click anywhere you want to show English.
Oops. Oh, I can draw. So it looks like Scott hit the 7 on his jump, and Jeff has ball in hand.
Yeah, Jeff just pocketed the 4 ball. Um, that 1 and 6 still need to be addressed. They might be good for a combo going down table where the 6 will go in first.
Oh,
There is a little bit of a gap between them, so you may be able to shoot going into the 6-1 and throw it enough to make it go in. But
it's hard to tell from this angle, but is the 1 out a little farther from the rail than the 6?
yeah, that's why you'd have to throw in there. And hitting the 1 first, like trying to do the 1-6 combo, I don't know if that would work either. But we're about to find out. But looking at that, it definitely looks like it's got to throw the 1. But see the angle he's coming in from, you can throw the 1. But in this case, he did not. And this could be big because all the stripes are out there. Scotty's on the 9, so he has a nice starting shot. If he runs this out, that puts him on the hill, adding more pressure. So it looks like Scott's in a really good position here to get on the hill.
You shoot the 15 first or the other one?
Yeah, the 15. And because it has a little bit of an angle, you can go bottom rail, side rail, and out. That's to make sure he gets, in the correct position. But the 8 ball doesn't focus. So he did that. He hit that perfect. So now this particular shot here, this is a matter of preference. Some people would like to throw it up inside England, go to the bottom rail and back up that same side. My rail, I like these rails, so I would go to the right. It's cute. So that was very surprising. A little stretched out, and then a miscue.
Left Jeff right on the 5.
Yeah, but he had a full table shot. It makes it very tough, but at the same time, because Scott's ball is on the bottom rail laying neutral, and by neutral meaning not in front of a pocket, that gives Jeff, takes some pressure off of Jeff's shot, because if he misses it, he do something super difficult. But see right here, he doesn't really have a whole lot of angle, so he has to play. You just go forward and play short side on the 3. It won't be too terrible. He just wants to roll forward into a position where he likes the angle to come back down table. So it's pretty much perfect. You can just go center top. You can put a touch of top right on here. Cut that 3 across. The cue ball will go down on the top half of the table, and then he should be shooting the 8 in the bottom right corner of the view we have. So he was recording down the exact line I mentioned, just get it very soft. But I still expect him to make this, tie the match 5-5. Nicely done.
Tied up. Jeff's break.
Jeff made a nice out to tie the match 5-5, and for his break, he did not hit it as crisp as he had been, but he didn't scratch either, and the layout of the table is going to require some work from both guys, so we'll have to see how it works out.
I think stripes look pretty good. Well, he's taking solids. I'm gonna say that 10 ball is really the only ball that I didn't like. And 12 ball has a breakout ball, but took solids. Seven can break the 3 out. You gotta be careful when you do, because it's gonna be moving the 8 ball too, probably. They've got an angle here to play down to the 7 for a back cut for a breakout, hopefully. A little bit of love. Got a thin back cut, but that means he should run into the 8, and that'll separate the 3-12. If he hits it too hard, though, he'll move the 12 in front of the 2, so he's going to choose a safer route, play the 4. I think I'd rather play safe off the 4, honestly. He's just going to get his opportunity.
Yeah, and ugly table it is, but you know, you really can't complain because all you really wanted was a chance. We'll see what happens with it, so you can cut that 13 on the side and address this 10 ball. That's a problem. It's pretty straight on the 15, so that's not going to help with the 12 any.
That's not going to be good.
No, and if you noticed, when he got that shot, he kind of steered it, and that's why he got that result. Instead of just stroking it, you know, any one way or the other, he steered it. But he played a pretty good shot there. I can't tell for sure if the 5 passes the 2. I want to say that it does. But
if it doesn't, I'm sure he'll probably play a combo here.
I would not.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go, I would be using the play safety off the 4 on the other end of the table.
Yeah, I'd play the 4 and put it into a non-neutral spot.
Yeah, you know, you can almost just bump it right there, because then if Jeff tried to back cut the 11 or the 15, you know, the 8 comes into play. Yeah, that's not a bad spot there. But you see how he's going for the back cut on the 11. Between the 8 ball is going to move. Wow, he hit that really well. Yeah.
Left himself a good angle too to be able to get his 12 out of it.
Yeah, he does have a good angle to separate 12, 3, and 8. He's got his 13 in front of the side.
Get that good.
Yeah, I've got a nice little angle on that to just pocket the 12 and go up and open the 10 up.
Yeah, it depends on how he hits this. I mean, if he hits it with speed, it's probably going to run into the 5 ball.
Yeah, and it could go rail 5. Well, he
Hit that good.
As long as that stays up. Oh, it did. Well,
You know,
he'd have been okay either way.
Yeah. Yeah. I think either way. I'd probably play the 10 first, too. Unless that 13's on the rail, but
well,
13's easy to get shaped to the 8. Oh, he missed.
Wow.
That's not good.
No,
Scott's got a good opportunity here to take a lead and get on the hill.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get out here, because if he gives Jet another chance, it's probably going to be done. At least, you know, the game would be done.
Good shot.
Yeah, I think I would cut the 3 with the intention of shooting the 5 ball next. Oh, you overhit that one. But you got the 5 in the corner.
Yep. A little bit of center high. Gonna leave himself an angle on that 7 ball.
Yeah, it'll be very important to not get on the wrong side of that 7.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want to be able to go to the bottom rail, side rail, be kind of somewhat straight on the end, on the 4 ball. Well, he ended up straight on it, but it's, you know, but he's in a position where he can cheat it a little and just roll over to the side rail. And
yeah,
it looked like he just went and took a look at that.
He might even just stop or draw back a little bit and take the longer cut. I would try to play shape to the side rail myself, but you always want to give yourself a chance. You don't want to do something where you're going to miss or not be able to see your next ball.
Yeah, but like doing a stop shot right there or something like that, you know, you definitely make the shot on the 4 much tougher. Yeah. I think rolling forward would be the way to go, just like that.
Yeah, he hit that good.
He is, because on this, even though he's straighter than he wanted to be, I mean, even a stop shot, just take the little back cut on the 8, it's still a good shot.
Yep.
So don't do anything crazy here. Just pocket the ball. Oh, yeah, and he brought it out a little bit. So
yeah, stunned out a little
shot. Bit. Yeah, good shot. Just focus in now, dial it in. Nicely done. So Scotty gets to the hill. On the hill and braking. So a lot of potential here.
Scott crushed the break, made a couple balls. Yeah, everything looks pretty good right here. He's got a good shot on a solid to start with, and
Yeah, I would definitely be going with solids here, just because they're laid out the best. Everything goes. It's just a matter of getting yourself in the position to shoot them where you want them to go. But there's no trouble balls as far as anything tied up. I don't really starting with the 7-ball, which I don't necessarily like, but
yeah, I would have probably started with the 5 or the 1.
yeah.
But
Well, the thing too is you shoot the 1, then the 2 goes on the side.
yeah,
With the 5, you got to cut the 2 in the side. I mean, he's still in an okay position. But it was just a riskier starter shot.
he's in good shape. Just got to get to the good spot to the 6, and then be able to get shape to the 3 down there. Does the 6 pass the 9 into the side is the question.
It does, and I can have a good look at it right here.
So I mean, he could play the 1 5 4 6 3 8. You know,
Yes.
1 in the corner, 5 in the side, 4 in the bottom right, 6 in the side, 3 in the bottom right, 8 in the side.
Yep. That would be a very doable pattern, and he got himself perfect on the 5. So just pull it back a little bit and straighten up the 4, so get himself in a nice spot to just get easy position on the 6.
Yeah, come off the rail and back over past the 8.
Yeah, he definitely looked at the same pattern you were thinking.
I mean, there is a world where he could shoot the 4 and hit it with high and try to hit it with speed to get over for the 3, but I think that's just unnecessary. Just playing to the 6 is best.
Yeah, he got there perfect and on the correct side, so he can easily just do a little stun draw and drift over to lessen the angle on the 3.
Yep. Be crazy if Jeff started this match with a break and run. I mean, I don't want to do a commentator's curse, but then there's an opportunity here for Scott to finish with a break and run.
Yeah. All right, so Scotty with a doable shot here. Let's see what. Oh, and he hit it perfect, and he dead straight in on the side for the 8-ball for the win. Nicely done, Scotty. Hit that really well. You notice he took his time with it, and there it is, folks.
Don't mark the score yet.
Well, I can mark it. I just won't end the stream.
So another good match, fun to watch. Jeff and Scott both shot really good. Couple little mistakes here and there they each made, but super close match, super good match. Both guys played well. It's good to see. Started with break and runs, and then it finished with break and runs. Just they flipped back and forth on those. So this will be the last match for tonight. We have one more scheduled for next month, July 26th, I believe. And then other than that, I don't think there's anything else scheduled. I know Rich has some people talking to him about playing, so if you want to play, talk to Rich about it. He's going to try to start setting up some other matches. But for now, I think that's it. We're done for the night. Scott DZURIK wins 7-5.